Hello everyone, Lady De Winter here, and today I am working on my ugly Christmas sweater. Yes, it's really not gonna be ugly. It's really very cute, but you know, it's kind of like a family thing, you know, ugly Christmas sweater. And yes, it is only November, and I am working on December projects. Why? Because I kind of have to. My hands are so bothering me, and my arms are so bothering me. I can only crochet for a few scant hours every day before I'm in pain. So, and yes, I am literally sewing ribbing onto the edge of my um, blanket. Yeah, literally sewing it on with more yarn. Why? Because just don't like the way it works out to crochet it on piece by piece. To me, that is the most annoying thing in the world, trying to turn the object every time you want to add a new row. So I make the ribbing first, and then I sew it on. So, just so you guys know, now, I have both the ribbings, at least at the end of this, I'll have both the ribbings on. And then I will start working on the sleeves and the collar. And then this project will be finished because it is, again, going to be a short sleeve sweater. I am not making a bunch of long sleeve shirts. I do have some, don't get me wrong. I've got some shirts that are long sleeve. But in Georgia, you really don't need that many long sleeve shirts. And if worse comes to worse, I can put a long sleeve t-shirt underneath my sweater and I'll be cozy, toasty, warm. But that also means that I can wear it earlier in the season before it gets cold outside. Which, believe it or not, in December, it's not that cold here in Georgia. So wearing a sweater in December is, like, put it this way. Last year when I went to the Christmas light show up in Macon, I had on two crocheted objects, a crocheted sweater and a crocheted pullover. That was plenty enough. There were people up there in shorts and sandals. Me, I'm a little bit colder natured at my age, so shorts and sandals were not going to cut it for me. So I actually wore something warmer. But, you know, Georgia just does not get that cold, guys. We do not get cold here. Not that cold. I mean, I think I've seen it 30-degree temperatures, maybe. I've been here now for, let's see, my son is 29. I've been here for 28 years now, and I've seen it get below freezing. Not zero, just below freezing, which is 32 degrees. Maybe 4 or 5 times. That's it. Once or twice a winter, maybe it will get that cold. Not often. So, and I have to thread my needle again, which I'm using a skein of green yarn. It's down here in a basket because my yarn bowl is otherwise occupied right now. And to thread my needle, I have bought these really cool needle threaders on Amazon. And all you do is you put it through the eye of the needle, you grab up your piece of yarn, you hook it on that little hook right there, and you pull it through. Boom! And your needle is now threaded. And I like to leave a tail like this because otherwise it pulls off and you find yourself rethreading 50 or 60 times. So, now, how do I cast on? Simple, simple, simple. I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to pull it all the way through to almost the end. Almost. See? Almost the, leave about an inch here for sewing it in. I tied it in a knot. Nobody sees that. It doesn't show in the sweater. Now I have it clipped to the sweater with these little clips, which I remove as I sew. And that's how I put on my edging. It doesn't have to be complicated. It does not have to be complex. And trust me, this looks just as good as if I had done it the way that a lot of other YouTubers and crocheters do it. This looks just as good. You cannot tell that I did not spend hours attaching this ribbing to this sweater. Now, as for sleeves, I'm probably just going to do another single crochet jobby, because I'm really not into the fancy stitches for my sleeves. And so, you know, I don't get into that. A lot of people do like all those fancy shells and all that stuff. If I was going to do anything fancy, I'd probably do a V-stitch, which, you know, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the sleeves. And yes, I grabbed this up and weave it in so that it doesn't get tangled, because yarn will tangle easily if you're not careful. Now, the reason I do it like this is I used to quilt. And this is just, in my personal opinion, the easiest way to do it. So, we are working on the crochet sweater today. And let me show you. I'll move the phone just a little bit. And there. See? That's what I'm doing. I hope you guys can see that, because I cannot flip the picture easily. So, and that's basically what I'm doing. And, you know, hey, it works for me. That's the thing about crochet. You have to do what works for you. Just because somebody on YouTube says, oh, you're supposed to do it this way or that way or the other way or whatever, does not mean that you have to do it that way. You do it, you do you. You do what is most comfortable and easy for you. If other people don't like the way you do things, hey, that's their problem, not yours. I do things the way that best works for me, my hands, my living, my lifestyle, you know, my situation. Is my crocheted objects perfect? Probably not. But they work for me, and that's all that counts. I used to belong to a group where they constantly was telling me, oh, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. And I didn't like the way they did things. To me, it didn't look good. Now, that's just my personal opinion. They were doing fine. They were doing nothing wrong. It's just, it seemed like they were working twice as hard to do something simple. So, but anyway, I digress from that. And I am almost done with this. I've got a couple of dish drying mats in the works that I will be working on also. I still have to make the leaf coasters. I still haven't gotten around to that. But because I'm working on these great big projects that take so much longer, I was thinking, you know, maybe I ought to just work on these for a while and get these done and then worry about the smaller projects. As for Christmas, I decided the blankets that I made everybody, I had forgotten that we had birthdays coming up. So I just gave the blankets to everybody for their birthday. So, and that's that. So, but, and that's about it, guys. I'm going to make a compilation at the end of the year. I need to be in the center of the shot here. I'm going to make a compilation, I think, at the end of the year of all the things that I've made this year. Pictures of, because a lot of the stuff I have given away and sent to the Indian reservation and yada yada, so I can't really show you the finished product because it's not here anymore. So anyway, thank you for watching. I wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing because I know I've been a little slacking on videos lately, but I also have been struggling with my arm, and see, just doing that hurt like crazy. Oh man, did that hurt. And doing anything for any period of time with this arm is really bothering me. I need to go to the doctor and see if there's something I can do. I really don't want any more medication. I mean, I'm on so much pills now for all my other ailments. I really don't want medication. I just want to know if I can treat it with heat, cold, what I should treat it with, and, go from there. So, until next time, this is Lady de Winter struggling, but getting her edging on, my ribbing, reminding you that you're never too old to do anything that you put your mind to doing. Until next time, folks, bye-bye for now. Here is the ribbing. All attached, looking great, working beautifully. See? Told ya.